Hey everyone. So I know that I'm driving, but I have my phone in a thingy. And this message just keeps freaking flooding in over and over and over again. And I feel like it's obviously very important to share. Because I wanted to share this earlier in all of my sessions. It kept, in between each session, it was like, you need to share this, you need to share this, you need to share this. So here I am, sharing it. Well, this short video is going to be about boundaries and protection. When you really learn to understand the power of energy and exactly that everything is literally energy, your emotions, your thoughts, everything is energy, you'll be a little bit more aware of what you give your energy to. If you take your arms out, I can't do it right now, but if you take your arms out and you put it on either side of you, straight, above you, below, behind, literally all around, that is the length of your aura. Your aura, let's call it your nervous system, your automatic nervous system, and your sympathetic and all that. Let's just say that that's your nervous system, which is also your subconscious. Stay with me here. When someone enters that energy field that is closer than you putting your arm out, they're in your energy. You are able to have what's called energy transference, where you pick up on their emotions, their beliefs, their thoughts, their energy, their pains, all of it. If you are an empath, you more likely are aware that this is happening because you can feel a shift. Everyone wants to call themselves an empath, and we all truly are. But it's about being an empowered empath, because everyone's an empath because energy is energy, and when you're sensitive to energy, you're an empath. But based on our situations, our traumas, how much healing we've had, different situations in our past lives, karma, all that. Some of us are more sensitive to energy than others. So, whether you're super sensitive to energy or not, be aware that your energy field, your personal energy field, is your arm's length, all around you, in front of you, and behind you. Okay? So, when someone enters your energy field, just as you enter theirs, you are more likely to have transference of energy. Now, if you know how to meditate, if you know how to journey, if you know how to communicate with your guides, I encourage you strongly to go to your guides and in your meditation and ask for one of your wise and compassionate guides to show you how you specifically can protect your energy fields and your energy. We think that we just have this physical body and that everything around it is just blah. Well, no, because we're all interconnected. When you really want to conserve your energy and protect your energy and realize, like, wow, all of this pain, fatigue, and worry I've been carrying around isn't even mine, I suggest you learn the power of energy and your energy fields. So, I tell a lot of my coaching clients, I'm just going to put my hand on this thing. I tell a lot of my coaching clients, and many clients actually, because that's the reason for this video, go to your guides and ask them for a protection tool. Ask them for a way to protect your aura, whether it be they give you an energetic tool, like a physical tool, whether it's a certain light to call in to surround you, whether it's a certain color, maybe it's fire, maybe it's imagine water washing over you, whatever. What I share with you, what is mine, doesn't mean it's going to work for you, okay? Just like we all have our signature chromosomes and DNA, we all have our own ways of protecting and clearing energy that is not ours from our energy field. This is a form of setting up healthy boundaries. Second thing I want to touch upon that relates to protecting your energy and healthy boundaries, discernment, as well as self-empowerment. So people think that just because someone is psychic, as in they're more in tune with energy, they can get messages quicker, they're more intuitive, that they just know everything. It's like, well, you probably already knew that. Or I have so many people used to say that to me, and at first I used to think it was an insult, and I'm like, wow, they just really don't know any better, and that's okay. Because I don't consider myself psychic, but I guess I am, because we all are. I consider myself a shamanic, intuitive medium, an energy worker, a multidimensional alchemizer, like whatever label you want to give it. Because I have learned how intrusive and invasive and unsafe it is when someone comes up to you and is like, oh my God, this person is with you that's passed. Or, oh, is this what's wrong with you? Or like, oh yeah, I know, this is what's coming in. And that's just so intrusive and invasive because it's in your energy space. They're reading your energy and they're getting information. And it's just like, that's just not cool, guys. Like, that's super invasive people's energy. We're here incarnating to learn, to grow, and to understand our own energy, right? So we can be of service to ourselves so that we can be in service to others. One of my first mediums, actually my first, not one, my first mediumship, it was an intuitive psychic circle with somebody. I'm not going to put names out there, but they didn't, and it was like, I'm so glad that I learned this because they didn't teach it to me. They taught us intuitive exercises and then had us practice the mediumship, which was awesome because I learned like, wow, I can do this shit. But this teacher did not teach us, me, or any of us how to open and close down our energy fields. So when I leave here and I go to work in the hospital, my aura, my energy field is open, open, open. I am seeing people walking down the hallway that aren't physically there. I have a patient that comes in as an admit who was on hospice, and all of a sudden, it was really fucked up, guys. Her daughter brings her in. You could tell they had like a weird relationship, but said that the mom tried killing herself, overdosing on pain pills because she just wanted to end her life. And she was on hospice at home. And I'm like, why is she back in here if she's at hospice at home? When I introduced myself to the patient, I said, hi, how are you? I'm Sam. She goes, yeah, I know who you are. Looks into my soul, like into my eyes. And then later when her daughter leaves, I was like, earlier you said you knew me. She's like, yeah, I met you the other night. And I said, what was the other night? And it was when she tried killing herself with the pills. She said she met me. Well, she started doing all of this very weird stuff. Like, apparently she couldn't walk at home. While she was walking around the hospital room, she was taking the shower curtain, wrapping herself in it, getting naked. Like, very weird shit. And obviously it still bothers me. But she had died and someone or something had come into her body and was trying to make contact with me while I was at work. My energy field was so open, I could feel her pains and everything. And I was like, if you're in so much pain, how are you up walking? She's like, I'm not in pain. I never was. But she was prescribed all of these things in the old nursing notes, like she couldn't even freaking walk. And she's dancing around the room naked. on the day that I happened to connect with the other side, like consciously. So that freaked me out. Changed. I was like, yep, nope, not taking care of her anymore, blah blah blah. Long story short, after that night, I was like, that's messed up. I felt not good. I realized the true meaning, or I first had an understanding, like, wow, there was a transference energy there, because I'm feeling everything in my body of what's written in her notes from hospice and from past care. And she's saying she doesn't have any of it, but yet it's in my body, and she's up moving and she has no pain. Weird. Mind you, this woman went home, didn't die for many months. Like, she was healthy again. So from that night, I was like, okay, something's messed up here. And then I started going to not the same mediumship circle, but to other ones. And I was like, oh wow, I'm feeling a lot, I'm seeing a lot, but at least I'm aware of what I'm doing, and it's consciously happening. I didn't like that when I would go to work and try and be out with my friends or having a drink or something, that like, I didn't like that I was seeing all these people and I was conscious that I was seeing them now. So I'm like, this isn't cool. Like, how can I live in both worlds but not let it consume my world and not be super invasive, intrusive, and tell other people like, hey, so your boyfriend's mom's here and she's saying this. Like, that's just not okay. So I learned different ways to protect myself by reading all these different books. As soon as I started my shamanic apprenticeship, I communicated with my main guide, Merlin, and I asked him, how do I protect my aura? How do I shut down and turn it on? Because I am not somebody that just walks through the grocery store and is like seeing everyone's business or loved ones. That's not me. I'm not that person. I will feel, but I don't know who it's coming from until I center, breathe, and intentionally connect to source, connect to my guides, and connect to my deepest love and wisdom, because I don't want to be this walking around magnet that I already know we all are and receive all of this information when I don't know who it's being received from, if it's coming from wounded or healing energy. And that is so important, guys. Like, so important, because it helps you be able to, if you want to do readings for people and you can turn it off and turn it on, one, it lets you live a human life, like, and not have to walk around and be like a zombie, receiving, and having adrenal fatigue like crazy. But it also lets you discern if you're reading someone's energy field, so their immediate emotional state, versus their highest good, versus their highest self coming in and literally dropping you bombs of wisdom, bombs of healing, like grace, right? That's why I don't get readings from a lot of people, because I will go and sit down with somebody, whether they know who I am through the grapevine. They'll make comments like, oh, you probably already know this. Maybe I don't know this. Like, don't, that's your ego, because higher self is not, I know higher self is not saying that to me. So I know that person's not in their true alignment with source at that moment, because they're bringing in their own thoughts, right? Also, what was I just going to say? Oh, when I know someone's reading my energy, they're reading my body posture and everything else. They're not literally connecting my higher self. If there is someone in my energy field, and I know that reader is reading my energy, and I am not the emotions that that person's saying, I know that they're picking up around me. They're reading energy, because that's what they do. Because in a lot of mediumship, psychic work, tarot, Akashic records, energy healing, Reiki, you're not taught how important it is to have protective energy mechanism tools, as well as the power of boundaries when it comes to working with other people working on yourself and just literally living and being. So, I'm going to end this video, but it is just so important that you really learn how powerful our energy field is, how thoughts are energy intrusions are psychic attacks, or I don't like that word, but like daggers or thoughts of other people upon you where they're placing judgment, and your aura is so porous that you can and it sits in you because you don't know where it came from. Once I started really doing shadow work and setting up mechanisms of protection around me, I could literally feel people that I used to work with thinking about me, sending me a not loving thought. I could feel it in my body, and I would touch my body and I would see that person's face. Do I go into work and call them out on it? Absolutely not. Because I know that they're not intentionally trying to hurt me, right? I don't think anyone intentionally, any human who's in the light, intentionally tries to hurt people. So, one very, very quick, and I've made a video on this, but the power of calling in the spirit of sage, and imagine it going from your head all around you, front and back, your heart, underneath your legs and arms, and asking for the spirit of sage to cleanse and clear all that is not yours, all that is in your energy field that is not yours, and to just continue to clear you so that you may be that hollow bone. That is power. That is so powerful. And I could ramble on about so many stories to really bring the power behind calling in sage. But some of you call in Palo Santo. Some of you call in different herbs. Some of you call in different elements that really empower you. I just know that sage has worked for literally everyone that I have used it for. They're like, oh, I feel a shift. I feel better. So that's something you can really call in to help you. I gotta go. I love you guys. Protect your energy. Be aware and be cautious of who you give your energy to and who you let into your energy field. Love you.